Antony's speech, analysis and explanation. Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. Antony addresses the commoners, requesting them to listen to him. Beginning his speech with the word friends, Antony wishes to touch the hearts of the people, rousing their emotions. In contrast, Brutus started his speech with the word Romans to appeal to their reason. Before Antony's speech, Brutus had convinced the people, justifying his action of killing Caesar for the sake of Rome. Antony tacitly draws the people's attention to under the impression Brutus creates their mind by telling them that he has to come bury Caesar and not to praise him. Here's the first irony of Antony's speech. Of course, Antony praises Caesar throughout his speech. The will that men do lie after them, the goodies of inherited with their bones. These lines are supportive of Antony making a hidden reference to the conspirators when he says the evil which men do lie after their death. Here Antony appears to be talking of good and evil rather than life and death. He elaborates further by saying that the good men is due of often buried along with their bones of the dead. In fact, Antony is attributing the evil to the conspirators and the good to Caesar. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath you told Caesar was ambitious. With the reasoning few lines of his speech, Antony appears to have placated the people by telling them to let Caesar suffer the fate which the noble Brutus has set for him by branding him as man. The intention of Antony is clear that he wants to take the opinion of the people away from the reasoning created by Brutus in their minds for Caesar's assassination by calling him ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Building upon previous thought, Antony masterfully continue eroding the base upon which Brutus' argument is found. Antony doesn't it actfully by making this statement conditional by using four words, if it were so. He's saying, if Caesar were ambitious because Brutus had told him them so, then he decides the punishment for his serious fault. By the last line above, Antony means it was a criminal fault that was criminally dealt with. Answerwood in the line means atoned for. Here, and leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honourable man. So, are they all honourable men? Come I to speak in Caesar's funeral? Antony states that he has come to speak in Caesar's funeral with the permission of Brutus and all other honourable men. There is a great irony in the kind words spoken by Antony and what he actually means by speaking them. There is an element of irony in these words. The repetition of some words clearly shows Antony's scorn for the conspirators whom he calls all honourable men. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. Antony acclaims his friendship with Caesar, saying that Caesar was faithful and fair to him. But according to Brutus, Caesar was ambitious, and he could not disagree with Brutus because Brutus was a respectable man. Actually, Antony wishes the people to call him into question the reasoning Brutus had given them for killing Caesar. He wants to make it clear that he and Brutus have different views of Caesar, even though both claim to be Caesar's close friends. He had brought many captives home to Rome. Was Rosens did the general coffers fill? Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? Antony says that Caesar has brought a lot of prisoners to Rome. The public treasury of Rome got filled up from the ransom which Rome got for return of these prisoners to their countries. Antony questions the people whether this act of Caesar make him an ambitious person. Antony wants the people to compare Brutus' logic of being good to Rome by killing Caesar and Caesar's being good to the Rome by bringing wealth to Roman for the welfare of all. When did the poor have cried, Caesar hath wept, ambition should be made up of stainless stuff, yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honourable man. Antony tries to shatter the reasoning of Brutus to kill Caesar for being ambitious. He portrays Caesar sympathetically weeping for the plight of the poor. Caesar must have been pitiless and cruel if he were an ambitious man. However, Antony cannot question the judgment of Brutus since Brutus was a respectable man. The repetition of the words ambition and Brutus is an honourable man or deliberately used to rebuff Brutus' reason for killing Caesar portrays him as an ambitious person. You all did see that on the Lupercal, I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure, he is an honourable man. Antony goes on emotionally touching the heart of the crowd by telling them that during the festival of Lupercal, Caesar had thrice refused to be crowned by him. He questions the people whether this was an ambition, but Brutus says that Caesar was ambitious. He said that he had to agree with Brutus because Brutus is surely a respectable person. Caesar's refusal to wear the crown was Antony's best evidence to contradict the speech of Brutus. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. Antony says that he is not speaking to deny what Brutus had said about Caesar. Of course, he will not go to against Brutus because Brutus is a respectable man. Antony says that he is speaking his mind about what he knows of Caesar. In fact, Caesar now wants the people to judge whether they should believe Brutus or him. From this, one can understand the contrast between the pathos, emotional appeal of Antony, or the dry logos, logical appeal of Brutus. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you? them to mourn for him, O judgement, to what fall to brutish beasts. And men have lost the reason. Bear with me. Antony tells the people about their love for Caesar for his triumphs and good deeds. Antony appeals to their conscience and reminds them that if they had a cause to love him, then they have every reason to lament his death. Antony takes courage to shame the god by telling them they have listened to the inhuman beings, referring to Brutus and his accomplices, and have lost the reason in believing Caesar to be a tyrant in the making. In fact, Antony creates a setting for a dramatic pause after this. My heart is in the coffin, there with Caesar, and I must pause till it comes back to me. Here, Antony takes a dramatic pause by telling the crowd that his heart is going to stay in the coffin with Caesar until it comes back to him. It shows that Antony is quite overwhelmed by emotion. In fact, Antony takes a moment to gauge the effect of his speech on the audience and gives them some time to let his words sink in. By the time he resumes his speech, he is ready and the crowd is ripe for the shift for persuasion to outright manipulation. Okay, friends. If you like the video, please put a like and share to your friends. For more interesting videos, please subscribe to LVK Education. Thank you for watching.